this game, compared to the closed scrimmages, a little bit more intense, would you say?
9,800 people here or something like that. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great, way better. And we get paid to come here. I wanted the toughest game we could get without getting on an airplane.
Yeah.
We travel enough, okay? And that, without question, is going to be we know who it is. It's just always going to be San Diego State and California. You know, if you don't want to get on an airplane, you want a great game, come on down here. So we got paid, and they, got up 17-4, and they're not going to let you. They're going to foul, hold, grab. They play so hard. That's why we're here, because they're competitive toughness. That's what Brian Dutcher's an elite coach. They've won in the last 10 years. Their winning percentage is crazy. So we got everything we wanted out of it, And I wanted, I didn't tell our team, but I was happy they made the run at us. I wanted to see how Donnie and Sky and the guys were going to react. I purposely didn't call timeout. Which you can do that when you have maybe the best two guards in the country.
What went into that 17-0 start, and how
They couldn't score. Pretty simple, buddy.
From your end?
They couldn't score. In the first half, they had 4 points in the paint. That's why we were down. So you look at that.
How pleasing was that your team came out?
I told them at halftime, if we keep giving up 4 points in the paint per half, we will win the national title. I mean, it's pretty simple, So we just did an unbelievable job of that. But I knew that they were, he's. I'm not just saying this guy. It's like he's a big time coach. Dave Velasquez, his assistant, is big time. Like them guys they're gonna figure it out and get their team and come back at you. That's why we're here. So it was a great experience for us. We get a lot of stuff on film, and not happy with everything, but that was my. Like if you say you're going to sleep better tonight, when the team makes a run and Trent Perry bangs in a three, Jamar Brown bangs in a three, but Sky and Donnie are pushing the ball, despite Sky had major cramping problems. That's why he only played 20 minutes. So you don't have to call a timeout. But like last year, guys, you think they will be in the top 25. Hands down. We'll get Daly back, they'll get Gloff back. But I know them. Like I know him. Like they're old, they got talent, they're tough, they got size. So to come here and win with Tyler Bilodeau making 2 baskets, like we'd have had no chance last year. Like no chance. So, we're a different team, obviously.
Would you say one of the concerns is rebounding from what you took away from this?
Yeah, but, I don't think that... It was funny because somebody was telling me about an exhibition game that finished before ours and was 83 free throws. And, and then you're on the road. Like, they're either going to make the refs call foul every play, or they're going to tackle and push and grab and be physical. And I know that. I say that out of respect. That's why we're here, so we could get that done to us. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart coming in here and trying to get a rebound against some guys. But yeah, we got to get better at that. And when you talk about they're not going to call foul, well now it's on film, and now our big guys, and I told you, that now it's like, here it is. Like we showed scrimmaging them the last 2-3 years. Showed it here. They're not going to call it. But when it happens to you, it's a little bit different. So that's an area we got to get 12 plus rebounds out of the 5 spot per game. Mm-hmm. Steve and Book got to get us there. Got to get us there.
What's Magoon going to mean to them when he comes back?
Hard to say. I don't, he had 2 points against us last year in the scrimmage. And I don't see him, since we didn't play him. So I saw, I watched their Carolina game. That ain't going to tell you. Or that one's a hard one for me. I think obviously Reese was the key for having him back. To me, for that.
You mentioned Sky and Donovan. How comforting is to know you're going to have that backcourt all season?
And knock on wood, we'll have him all season.
Didn't mean to jinx you.
I hope so. Look, man, coaches, like, when you get into if you're lucky enough and you're a pretty good coach, after that, like, there's a lot of us out there. The guy with the best players usually wins. Read every book, every time they really asked John Wooden, he said the same thing. The team with the best players usually wins. Well, when you got the best backcourt, you got a chance every night. But I still think Donnie can get a lot better. He's really trying. He and I get on the same page. I think he's smart. Like, he knew, I told him now, like, just keep getting fouled. And he was doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
And he got a couple of times he got tackled. They didn't call it or whatever. So, like, having a guy that knows, okay, struggling to score, let me just get fouled and go make a one-on-one. Like, that's so big in a college game for him and Sky to do that. 'Cause it's really hard to run your offense on October 17th, to really throw a bunch of passes, be tricky with execution. Plus, I don't want to show everything either. Just the game don't count.
Man, 20 out of 23 free throws on the road.
Knock on wood, buddy. You're trying to jinx me like this is the second time. We'll see. You got to make them when it matters. Yeah, let me tell you, you want the key to making free throws? Have the right guy shooting.
Coach, you said that you wanted them to have a run on you guys so you could see your team's resolve. Like, what did you see when they were able to hold off San Diego
Well, we
State?
didn't call timeout. And, I don't have the game in front of me, but we kept attacking and going at them and immediately scored. And hit big through. Trent hit a monster three. We didn't stop and stand and panic and get scared. We stayed on the attack. We stayed confident. And as a coach, you can let them play and do that when you have confidence in an older team. And that's why I told them that I did it because I have confidence in you guys.
We saw Brandon get in there and hit a three early on. He played well in the first half. What did you like from him before he went out?
He's getting there. I'm still upset with his turnover in the second half. But one thing about him, he's just a great kid, big, strong guy. Trying to pattern him after a Draymond Green. You've got to quit standing behind the line. He can make one. I played with a lot of guys that made one, but I told him pass me the ball back in the day. Everybody can make one. That's not who he is. He gives us defense and toughness, 6'8", switchability. That's what we're looking for from him. But it's nice to have him back. Obviously redshirting him last year. It's good to have him back.
Thank you.
Let's go home, guys.
Thanks, Coach.